Today we're going to look briefly at the Rational Roots Theorem. So this is for polynomials, and we're just going to start to work through the basics of this theorem. It sounds a little more complicated than it is. We're really just going to come up with a list of all the possible rational roots for a polynomial. So rational just meaning fractional, roots, that's another name for x-intercepts or zeros of a polynomial. All right, so the important things we need to know here. We're finding p over q, see the fraction there, which is going to be our list of all possible rational roots. Note that these are not the actual roots, it's just our list, kind of a brainstorming list. Okay, and that's where p is our constant term here, the a of 0, and we're going to list all the factors of that constant term. Q is going to be your leading coefficient. We'll list all the factors of that leading coefficient. Okay, and we'll write those, like I said, as fractions, so p over q, and that will be our list of all the possible rational roots for our particular polynomial. Okay, so a good tip here is to list the factors separately, especially if you're just learning this theorem and how to use it, and then you can create your final list for p over q. So let's look at an example, make sure you've got it. So we want to use the rational roots theorem on this polynomial given to come up with a list of all the rational roots. Okay, so we identify our p is positive 6, our q, our leading coefficient, is 2, and now we'll take some time to list out all the factors of each of these, starting with p. So quick note, we want both the positive and the negative of the factors. So for example, think to get 6, you can multiply 1 and 6, or negative 1 times negative 6. So I list these just with a plus or minus. So we have plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 6. And I'm listing them like that because I know there are two other factors of 6. And of course, those are 2 and 3, because 2 times 3 is 6, or negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. Okay, so this is just our list of all the factors of our term p. Easy enough. And then q is even easier, listing all the factors. Well, since it's 2, it's just going to be 1 times 2 and negative 1 times negative 2. Both will give positive 2. So we'll write those as plus or minus 1 and plus or minus 2. These are all the factors of q. And now we're ready to write our p over q list, our list of all the possible rational roots for this polynomial. So I like to take it one value of q at a time. We're writing all the values of p over all the values of q. So just go through kind of step by step. I'm going to highlight the plus or minus 1 here. We're writing these as fractions, p over q, and we'll include the plus or minus. So first we have plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 1. Okay, so that's here and here. Okay, and of course that simplifies to just 1. So we'll write it in its simplified form. Okay, then we'll move on our list of p's. We have plus or minus 2 over plus or minus 1. Okay, you can see all of these over 1, of course, are going to just be themselves, because even though we can write them as fractions, they're integers, we typically just list 3 instead of 3 over 1. So plus or minus 3 over 1, plus or minus 6 over 1. Okay, easy enough. So now we're going to go through again, but this time we'll use plus or minus 2 as our q. All right, so we have, starting with our first p, plus or minus 1 over 2. Okay, we have 2 over 2, which reduces to plus or minus 1. We already have that here. Okay, so we don't need to write it again. Then we have plus or minus 3 over plus or minus 2. Okay, so that's plus or minus 3 over 2. And then lastly, we have 6 over 2, which is of course 3. We already have that. So this is our complete list of all the possible rational roots for our given polynomial. Now, this is the beginning of it. I hope you're asking, okay, but what do we do with this list? And so what we'll do is actually go through and test each of these roots, and we'll have some strategies for that, using a process called synthetic division. And we'll do this until we find the 3 roots of this polynomial. So that'll be a different video. There's a reminder, test your roots using synthetic division. So check out those videos later on for how to complete synthetic division. And we will also look at how to find all the roots of given polynomials. All right, good luck with Rational Roots Theorem. Thanks for watching.